Welcome back, my friends, to the Phoenix Wright trilogy. And in our last exciting episode, which was strangely non-commentary, we found out that there was more to meet the eye when the producer and director both showed up to the stand. Well, actually, the producer and the one and only fan of the series showed up, and therefore made their claims about what happened. And in investigation, we found out that there was some dirty dealings going on. So now what we are going to do is we are going to conclude the case in hand of the Turnabout Samurai. So without further ado, let's go to the final day. Like so. October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial, Mr. Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss Dee Vasquez to the stand. Miss Dee Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? One moment. If I can, I'm going to cut off Discord. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Edgeworth got pwned! Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Dick! I know she did it. Make her pay.
Let me make sure what I got in the court record first before I do anything else. I got... Okay, I got this. Okay, making sure. Let's do it. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Oh, I bet you will like that, wouldn't you, Phoenix? The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. I bet. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you... The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Yeah, that big thing that was in Studio 2 right there. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Thank you! The van. Manila used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. I don't know what you were thinking, Judge. If you were thinking the same thing I was thinking, yeah. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Cross-examination, day of the murder. Okay. I didn't even count this time, but I'm going to count this time. One, two, three, four, five. Six. Excuse me, but I shall say this loud and proud. Igari! Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Bet you that thing has to be smelling. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet, there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez. I'm surprised I'm not breaking my seat on doing that. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. That doesn't matter, so I'm just gonna say you ate a boneless steak. Elementary! You were eating a boneless steak. Mr. Wright, you say you are right. What would that prove? Right, Your Honor.
Nick? Remember her testimony?
I just want to say that, like, she had a bone steak. So come on. She said she ate a bone. She said she ate a T-bone steak. Then why does it? Never mind.
She said bone!
Correct. I was testing you.
Yeah, sure, Nick.
Sorry. Can I try that one more time? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You ate a bone steak instead, but you didn't eat steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerate hole? I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? You were meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai! Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous? Or is it? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Okay. Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick.
What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You'll see. Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. That? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Wasn't even that at all. Take that! Wrong, Mr. Wright. Wait, oh.
But I haven't said anything yet.
I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence.
I can sense it too with my fey blood.
Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough of this all sensing. Right. Okay, here's... Yes, I'm really fucking with people now. Okay, yes. Here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. All right. If you take a look at it, BAM! So what are you doing? I'm fucking with the judge. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon! Edgeworth, you got something to say? Edgeworth. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? but someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now, tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what your...
Silence. I am the one testifying here, and I will be heard.
Pwned! Edgeworth just got pwned again.
Are you quite sad? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was? How was hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Well, that murder weapon I just happen to have on me. Yes, this you picture right here. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Giacomo standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a closed kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest. What? Oh, you sing! Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Happened the same way. Has happened again. Mr. Wright! Continue! It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Dee Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. "5 years ago." Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh. Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true. Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you said. Yet, the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? Well, she couldn't deal with it, but she had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? For instance, actually. For that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Son. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Well, that was easy. She just blew herself out of the water because of that. Take that. Miss Vasquez, you carry the body to Studio 1. And you use the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sally take me. There was a van there, right? No, I can't. I had Sally drive me. You use the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course it was. Of course, Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I was hearing it. It was fun. I win. They're all dumbfounded at this point. We are too.
So, what happens next? Ara?
Don't Ara me. Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say? I lost? Something like that. I just said that.
Wait, so you mean Dee Vasquez? So, it was you. You killed Jackhammer. Nothing to add, Edgeworth? Your Honor? The court? Nothing? What? And to thank Dahlia Hawthorne's in season 2.
Who can say?
How?
Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right. Right?
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? Or if it was Japanese, Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your votes! Of course, as the witness says, such a name. It does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you're no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now? testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again?
No need to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn! Damn! To come so far only to fail! As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Iggy Adi? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting. I didn't. What? I see. Very well.
Objection!
Again? Did you object to the objection you already had because you objected to the objection that just happened? Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick! Why the Edgeworth?
Who knows? He probably realized she did it too.
But... Was he the one that said said he always gets a guilty verdict after all that?
Edgeworth. Gotta get to the edge of soul to carry on. After finding the body. Okay,
I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. When I went back to the trailer to get my scripts and direction notes, then I went home.
okay. Bang. I see no issues raised. Sorry, got it. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick. We're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find a key knee and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. The script and your direction notes?
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Then, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue.
Objection!
Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness' last statement.
Huh?
Think! Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? Douchebag. I appreciate your concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So, the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No, no. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I know that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind.
He's dragging one leg. Well, you know what? Take that. I object to this. You take that and you take this objection straight in your mouth.
You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny?
I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers.
That!
Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order! It's too late for me to order anything. Too early for me to order anything either. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very right. I have a question for you. Thank you, phone. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing! Yes, you would need a motive. Why would you have killed the victim? If there's a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Of course I can prove it. Doesn't matter what I put.
Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? Hmm. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes. Undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. Accordingly to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
No. She's Anna. No, seriously.
She
had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
What's that now?
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez.
What?
Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. I'll spring into a second one? No? Okay. I was about to say, okay, she's about to spring into a second form. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere. We're too late! Ah! Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm! No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Don't touch him! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! Please don't die. Please.
In retrospect, I think that was her lover. Saying it now, playing it a second time, in retrospect, I think that's what really happened.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
Mr. Edgeworth. Where's Dee Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collective as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
It appears you are brought about yet another miracle.
I thank you. I thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent.
That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, in slow motion. Not guilty. That is all. This court's adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me, why, Mr. Wright? Huh? Tell me! Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Let me see. I got a reason. Well, Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because there you go. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once. But he was reduced to acting in a kids show, and as the villain to boot. The kids love Hagare no Samurai. And so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I.
Congrats, WP!
Oh, thanks you. I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong?
No! Of course not. Edgeworth!
Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth! You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No. I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings.
unnecessary feelings? Yes. Unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of things necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Yeah, great seeing you too, man. But let's have a beer sometime. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? Yeah, he's just,
What? Yes, friends, yes, yeah. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick?
For now, we are, I guess.
Huh?
That old face looks so tacked on.
Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
You really want to know? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Momohime!
Nick! This is it! The new show that's starting today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to copy. We have to trade with Cody and Assistant.
Copy. Fine. I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers yet. Yet. And that's the end of that one. So with that, we've cleared the Turnabout Samurai, and the next case is going to be Episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. Oh boy. Let me tell you, this one, oh good lord. So yeah, next one that we are going to do is going to be
Episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. So yeah, I'm going to save right here. And in the next part, we start up Episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. So stay tuned, more of revisiting Phoenix Wright right after this. Thanks so much for watching.